I remember now that I messed up at a job interview, the one where I was trying to get for the selling the phones, and I was with the regional manager, and I f***ed up a line. Like, he was like, what makes you think you're good at sales? You've never done sales. And I said I could sell trash to an Eskimo. And I meant to say ice. Welcome back to another highly intimate episode of Careful Boys.
Intimate, huh?
We got a fan named Vlitz, or Vlitz.
What's up, Blitz?
Rhymes with
Blitz. NFL Blitz.
Oh, I like that game.
Turned you on,
I was gonna say Klitz, but I was wrong.
Oh, I should have been way more, perverted.
Way cool.
So, he wanted to ask us if Nick was trying to get a job somewhere, and he listed JK as a reference, and you guys got a call, what would you say about Nick?
What job was it? Yeah, that's the first question for sure.
Well, also, is this job going to take him away from JK? Because I'm sabotaging him so he stays.
I'd be like, the Nick that I know has very normal ears. Make sure he has normal ears.
I'll be like, he's always late, which is true, because I don't lie, right? So Nick is always late, so you could count on him being very undependable on time.
No, say he's always 11 minutes away.
He's always late, that's one.
Always 11 minutes away.
So if you're looking for a person who's on time, look somewhere else.
Let's start with the negatives. Let's start with all negatives.
If he needs time off for his kids, they're just fucking dogs.
Yeah,
Dogs. They're pugs.
Because it's not true.
To me, it does depend on how I feel about Nick, and then also what he's trying to do. Because I actually did get a phone call like that. So I got a phone call, and it's like, hey, this is the LAPD. I'm the detective, whatever. This person says they're formerly your staff. They're trying to apply to the police department.
Did you say, fuck no?
No, I said, oh, that person? I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend hiring them because this person lied to me about being on steroids, and we're pretty open about that, so I don't know why they would lie to me. And later they were hired by the LAPD.
Oh, they hired him anyway.
LAPD's like, steroids. That's a check mark.
This guy's.
You heard about cops and steroids, right? It's a fucking.
But I was like, okay. But I said I would not recommend hiring this person.
Yeah, because he's gonna upkeep the thin blue veil.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, I guess that didn't work because had it been any other job, I think I would have maybe finessed it a little bit because I do want people to succeed. Yeah. But then putting actual people like that into the police force, I was like,
oh, because it's a responsible position.
Yeah, I want a responsible, upright citizen, and I'm like, this person would not make a good police.
But they need a recruit.
Yeah, you're like, maybe for the first time we'll have a responsible, upright citizen in the police force.
And we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, let's say you get a call and it's from the UFC headquarters, and they're like, what do you think of Nick as being a trainer here for?
I'm like, you should hire him right away and give him +1 passes all the time. Yeah, always.
And let him know that I, Bart, made the recommendation.
Yeah. And he's not on steroids.
And can I also have a UFC hoodie with my name on the back? Thank you very much.
Bart Kwan with a K.
What if
and put all the clocks 11 minutes ahead.
And what if it's something as simple as so Nick is trying to get rehired here at Johnny Rockets. What do you guys think? Should we rehire him?
He spits in your burgers.
That's not true. That's a fucking lie, dude. That's a fucking lie.
You've done that before?
I've never spit in someone's burger.
He only spits in the Jewish people's burgers. Look it up.
Did any of your coworkers
He's anti-Semitic.
No.
That's not something people really do?
Well, I'm sure they do it, but I just was like...
You never seen it?
But also, though, too, our kitchen was in the middle of the fucking...
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is how they have
Is it still there at the Santa Anita Mall?
Sometimes you do, you're like, fucking do it. They're pieces of shit. But then as soon as you do it, you're like, you're a pussy. You'll never do it. And then you back out. At least that goes in my head.
All right.
What the fuck is this prompt, dude?
That's what it says.
What about Anthony?
Okay, let's do Anthony now.
What would I say about you?
No. If you were the job... No, dude. If you were the...
Okay, if somebody called about Anthony...
Yeah, what'd you say?
Best 9/11 denier you're ever gonna hire. In your life.
He won't shut up about loose change, but he's a real fun guy.
Yeah, but he's a fun guy. And
I like that you guys are just throwing out blatant.
don't ask him about Tower 7 because you're gonna lose 3 hours of your fucking life. But after that, you'll be fine.
Tower 7's a 3-hour combo.
Yeah, it's...
And
Up about it.
and he'll eventually show you the 9/11 dance that he created.
He'll eventually show you.
And then he's like, you can't listen to it for too long because then you'll really believe him. Yeah. So you gotta watch out.
Yeah, he converted my sister, and I can't talk to her anymore. So.
And I can't see her anymore. We can hang out.
We don't see her. She is
If it's a friend, I would say anything to help them get what I know. What my friend is trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of my brothers went in the military, and I got called about them, and I had to not troll. It was hard.
Because you know they want that job.
Yeah. So I had to be a good boy, but it was.
What did you want to say?
Oh my! All this shit, like, well, you know, if you like guys who like beat off in the closet, you know, if you like crusty socks in the military, like, if you want to open a sock drawer and like just fucking see concrete everywhere. I want to say all of it, but yeah. I had to be a good boy. For they're my brothers. I had to, clean it up.
Oh man.
I did. I was good.
That's nice.
Because they're trying to get their clearances.
Would you do that for Anthony?
No, fuck no. I would just say he doesn't even think that 9/11 even happened.
And that's all they would need to hear.
I'd say he doesn't even think that George Bush was president back then. He thinks that it was Dick Cheney.
What if he's applying to be? What if he's applying to be a producer on Loose Change 2?
Oh, I'd be like, he thinks that 9/11 was real. It was completely real.
He doesn't think it was a hoax at all.
Yeah, that'll leave it a little.
He's talking about the Taliban the whole time.
And he's connected to the Saudis and the Cheney family.
Did you guys see the Dick Cheney movie though? Because before the Dick Cheney movie, I was so like, fuck these guys, they fucking sold America out. And afterwards, I was like, corruption's kind of cool.
They made it sexy.
I was like, Dick Cheney's kind of fucking cool.
That's Christian Bale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was Vice.
Vice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
It helped me understand their game a lot better.
Like a career politician game.
Yeah.
And like how people use America as a way to make money for their companies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just one of the players in the whole system.
Yeah. You can't hate the player. You gotta hate the game.
How would we recommend Ryan to places? I would just be like,
This guy's good at everything.
buyer beware, though.
This guy's good at everything, but if you fuck him over, he's gonna find out where you live and he's gonna send people to kill you.
You don't know what you're getting with this cat.
Also, make sure that nobody discriminates against Indian people at your workplace.
Yeah. I take it real personal.
I think I'd sabotage all your guys' chances to work anywhere else because I need to keep you here.
This is for life, baby.
It's really smart.
So you can ask me for, say like, put in a good word, and I'd be like, I'll
Joe's
put in a
like,
great
they're only
word.
available Sunday through Wednesday.
After we get taxed, it's over. After we get taxed, it's literally over.
Yeah, dude. It's it. We can't leave.
It's a complete blood brotherhood.
This is still one of my favorite things when you search Anthony Lee Kinges in Google Images. So this comes up and it's a picture of Steve, but it does say Anthony Lee is a comedy genius.
Wow.
But then if you look at the image, it says he had a dance about how 9/11's not real.
What have you done to yourself being here?
What have you done to yourself?
What have you guys done to my image?
What have we done to you?
Don't turn this around.
Honest question.
Wait, I can't gaslight you?
Fuck yes.
Don't you think it's cool to be like, hey, say if you're a fan of Anthony Lee, the dancer, the leader of the fucking Kinjas, yo.
Yeah.
Right.
But you still can't tell because they're all masked anyway.
Yeah, but you're like, I know Anthony because of the fucking ponytail, or it's like, well, you know.
You like his moves the best.
Yeah, like you're like, I'm such a mega fan. I know how Anthony Lee moves. What don't you think it's cool to like watch you do this shit and be like, oh my god, he could do it all.
I feel like this show lets you bring out a different person. Like people get to know who you are.
No, I get it. Like, if somebody comes up to me and they're a Kinjas fan, and they're, oh, I'm a Kinjas fan, I'm like, yo, dude, thank you. I feel such immense gratitude. If somebody comes up, they're like, I'm a JK fan. I look at them like they're like a homie that knows something that other people don't. You know what I'm saying?
That's way
That's
cooler.
actually sick.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, no, it's dope. I love it.
Because they know your
It's deeper,
opinions.
yeah.
Give you a wedgie or something on the spot.
They don't just know how you pop it.
I'm afraid of what they're gonna say. I don't know if it's just regular fanship or they're about to throw out a fucking diss.
Yeah. A deep cut.
Because you might be with their Kinshas boys.
Do they actually roast you though?
Some people don't have those social cues and they'll say something, but it's very light. It's very light and intense. But it's light. You know what I mean?
The same thing does happen to me, because like a guy once said, "Oh, dude, I saw that fucking story. You really fucked your ex in the ass and got a piece of shit on your dick." Like they'll just say shit like that.
And you're with their family and shit. You're like,
That's not a diss.
It's not a diss, but it's not.
It's a
It's not.
Everyone's whispering behind Ryan. They're like, "Oh my god, he's the fucking sickest dude ever." Holy shit! Yeah, holy shit!
Yeah, like I'm not trying to be at the airport and somebody's like, "Yo, dude, you're a 9/11 denier."
Like, fuck yeah, dude.
Here's like probably one of my favorite things that we just discovered. So if you look up Anthony Lee Kinjas on just regular,
600,000 results, dude.
the actual photo is a Bart.
What?
It's not even Anthony. It's
11 million results.
Dude, click height, click height.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
It's just Bart.
Dude, you have your fucking height on there?
No, it's not.
It didn't say anything.
Why is it Bart? With cucumbers on his eyes?
That's the picture of Anthony Lee Kinjas for some reason.
That's the
How did we turn this around? Let's go back to Nick.
Okay.
Let's make it too real.
You know, how about this? I'll tell you the story about how, like, I trained this one girl. She's 19, and she's a really sweet girl. And she came up to me and was like, I started watching that podcast you're on, and I was like, I looked at her and I was like, I immediately, when someone says that to me, I go, stop watching it. Don't watch it. Please don't watch it.
Hey, stop! He's not even performing himself.
That's so awesome. Thanks.
He's negative him into fanship.
And
No, that's it. That's it. That's the story.
oh, what a good story.
Yeah. I told you it'd be good.
If you were on like a podcast, like a big podcast, so you're on Joe Rogan, and he's like, "You want to promote anything?" And you're like, "No."
You're
I'll promote
Just Kidding
JK.
News, right? You're not something on Just Kidding News, right? No.
Show us how you would promote JK. What do you say?
Yeah. What do you say, Joe Rogan? You're on Joe Rogan podcast.
and
He threw it away, dude.
I would throw it away.
Take it away, Nick. Go ahead.
I'd be like, yeah, if you guys want to, you can catch me on JKNews on YouTube.
Oh, I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
That's it.
That's fast.
JK.
And he goes, "What's JK News?"
I'm like, oh, it's a 6-person podcast that I do with a couple of my buds. That's what I would say. I'd say it just like that.
What do you guys talk about?
Fucking sold.
We do. We talk. Most of the time we're fucking around where we talk about news stories, but we never talk about them.
Yeah.
And
Sold.
Hey,
But it's fun. We have so much fun.
we try to talk about news stories, but then we go in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see this show.
I'm like, you guys got. It's,
You're the greatest showman
and I'll say
alive.
this, I'll be like, you can watch it if you want. You guys can watch it. It's up to you. No pressure. Yeah.
some
really
people
good.
respond to that type of advertising.
That's how I advertise, bro. With everything.
Hashtag why is Nick on YouTube? Hashtag replace Nick.
Hashtag, is this good content?
Hashtag anti-ad.
Yeah. But I think that's just true to.
He's going with the Lex Friedman kind of vibe, kind of just monotone, but like he's bringing the very unsureness side.
That's not bad. I mean, it's a thing.
But Lex is like AI. Nick's way more like a person.
Yeah, Nick is just like unsure.
Nick's just A.
Yeah.
artificial.
He's just artificial.
He's not intelligent. He's just artificial. He's fake.
No, nothing smart about it.
Fake ass Nick.
Barely a human being.
So what about you? Let's say that you're going to get a job somewhere else, right? And then they go, oh, so it looks here that you used to work for Joe Jitsukawa, Bart, Kwan at JK News. What was that like?
What would you say?
It's the best.
Why did you do that face?
The best.
It's the best.
It's the Nacho Libre one. It's the best. Go away. Read some books.
And they go, okay, so during your time there, what did you learn?
I learned that the best way to handle the saddest shit in the world is to laugh at everything.
Hey,
that's cool.
Honestly,
That's fact, bro, man.
100% fact.
When's the last time you guys actually had to do a job interview and go through that process for work?
It's been ages. I don't know.
Dang.
And you guys remember that?
2009.
2008?
2008.
2000.
Oh wait, 2006 when I moved to LA.
Okay.
2008, I think.
2013.
I think I was 2009.
But then I got hired as a writer at Maker, and that was like 2009. But it was
Do they do interviews?
2011.
kind of. They already wanted me, so it was kind of like a just rubber stamp interview.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know in entertainment if you do interviews unless it's like for marketing or like those.
It's like you do them without knowing.
It was sort of like a "What do you want out of this place?" kind of interview for me.
Yeah.
And but like I don't know that everyone else had that. You never know.
But you're more like behind the scenes at Maker.
I started that way, but I was also in their first flight of hired talent. It was like me and Kassem and Lisa Nova and yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Class, huh?
Yeah, we were like the first group of whatever. But yeah.
You know what I do remember, Ryan? When we were doing ABDC, after like kind of like putting together our non-televised kind of like mini audition round, getting into that boardroom with everybody, all the producers, and them asking like why we should be on the show, a bunch of different random questions, you know, what we represent, where we're from, blah, 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 all this stuff. I remember them asking, because you know how we always had like our little sensei voice and stuff that just kind of like delivered some sort of message, blah, blah, blah. And you know, we're walking in there, a bunch of Asian dudes, and it's like hella just like white producers and stuff sitting at the table, and they're like, who is that guy? Like, who's that sense? Like, what is that? And then all the dudes, they're just like, they have no answer for it. They look down, everybody's staring at me to fucking make this answer. And I say some like overly poetic shit, but I basically say something like, we created the persona of the sensei because all of us are imperfect, so we wanted to create something that had a moral boundary that we could follow, since none of us are ever going to be perfect, so we needed something artificial to be able to look up to and aspire to be.
You just thought of that on the fly?
Yeah.
That was really good.
Professional bullshit.
Typical Anthony, dude.
That's pre-chat GPT soulless answer.
Soulless.
But
everybody in that room was genuinely like,
that's tight.
Wow. This guy's.
and we walked out of there and all the guys were giving me mad props. They're like, yo.
Damn, that was pretty crazy.
That's really fucking fast thinking.
And then when you guys left the room, they're like,
We left the room, they were like,
Like, ooh.
That's a hard ass answer.
you know what I heard? I heard take a chonga chinga chan.
Was he speaking English?
I forget
it was dope though.
sometimes.
They loved it.
I've been so deep in entertainment, and I've been so like casual that and even in the restaurant like world too, I think it's much more casual than the professional world. Like the space is just more blue collar, right? So then when I'm working now with city government people doing fundraisers and like getting invited into events, and then like I totally forgot the corporate professionalism stuff. Like there's a corporate face and a at home face, right? And in how they like speak and interact, and they're like the water cooler talk. Yeah. How you doing today, Bob? You know that shit. Like I don't like, what do they call it? Code switching or whatever. Like I don't do that. So then like I just go in and I'm told, and then I feel a fish out of water. Like halfway through the event, I get self-conscious, because at first I'm just myself and people are laughing and whatever, and I know like they laugh even in entertainment because I'm just funny. But like when I'm in the corporate world, I think it's even more that. So I'm like, oh fuck, and then halfway through I'm like, oh fuck, I better act differently because this is more serious. And I get kind of like, should I be that way or should I be myself? You know what I mean? Like it's because I'm the only one. I'm not with you guys. I'm not, you know. And then they're acting a certain way.
And you want to build rapport for future business or whatever, and you're like, I don't know if I'm acting the correct way where I left a good impression or not.
Yeah, and I'll be like telling jokes and shit, and they're like afraid to laugh, and I'm just like, oh, damn, I forgot. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that.
It's gonna be hard to make them laugh.
Like I know they want to laugh, but or like
Not at the real shit.
No, you're scaring the straights. Don't scare the straights.
Because laughing, it like tells you what their real opinion is. It's like you have to give them fucking neutered things to laugh about.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, these guys work in the, journalism, like real news channels or whatever, or like people in politics, city government.
They need slogans, right? They need like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Jimmy.
When you take your shoes off, you gotta be like, sorry, my dogs were barking all day.
Anything to get away from the kids, huh?
Yeah, like that shit, yeah. But you know what though? In
I'm in the
Hawaii,
doghouse tonight, brother.
Woo! That's my wife calling.
It is
5
funny
minutes late.
It's funny to play that up as a joke and have fun with it while everyone else takes it seriously though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those lines now.
Like if you have
Yeah,
one
me
homie
too.
with you and you're both on the inside doing that, it's pretty fucking
It's like sitcom bits, dude. I'm in. I'm in.
It's bumper stickers.
Has to be ironic though.
but I guess the cool thing about Hawaii though, it's everyone's more casual, so they're never like full on. Like as if you were to run into one of those in LA, you're like, the fuck is wrong with you? And then you're like, wait, I'm the wrong one. This is their world.
Hawaiian fans have been the best by far. Like they've been real fucking cool.
Yeah, but even that, like when you're professional, you're professional. Like there's just still like that separation of, that was so funny.
Yeah, it feels so stiff. Feels like weird.
Yeah, that feeling is so. Ooh.
But to me, that's a different language, right? That's a different world. There's legal things, there's politics, there's all that. And I felt like, oh, this is why I chose this path of life. Because it's like, this is what I...
That's true.
We chose lifestyle first, and then the money...
Some people already like that even without being in that world.
But it doesn't matter because, like, dude, like, selling movies and stuff, like, that's a creative field or whatever. Bro, every time you're on a phone call with these studios...
Oh, shit,
the same fucking shit. It's like corporate, like... So, how's the weather over there? You know, it's hot as shit. It's crazy. But you're not saying shit, right? But it's like, oh my God, I can't even believe it. And then, like...
That's like 5 minutes of nothing.
Just no fucking shut up.
We're warming up.
And then, oh yeah, so it's like, and then silence, like fucking probably 35 seconds of silence, and then like, so yeah, let's get to it
Getting out of
anyway.
brass tacks, huh? Yeah.
Same shit, no matter what field, bro.
I remember I remember now that I messed up at a job interview, the one where I was trying to get for the selling the phones, and I was with the regional manager, and I fucked up a line. Like, he was like, what makes you think you're good at sales? You've never done sales. And I said I could sell trash to an Eskimo. And I meant to say ice.
But also, it still works.
But also, I think Eskimos are trash.
Yeah. Why would an Eskimo need trash?
I could sell trash to an Eskimo.
That works with anything.
I remember him just going, okay. Like, he clearly didn't give a shit because they just needed people.
This guy hates Eskimos.
Yeah.
This guy's really good at selling.
I remember I walked away, I was like, did I say fucking trash or I was like, I think it's a trash. That doesn't make sense.
I can sell trash to Eskimo.
Eskimos build houses out of trash, I think.
Fuck, that is still embarrassing
really
now
good.
thinking about it.
That's really good.
I'm gonna steal that, by the way.
Being around freelancers and entrepreneurs, it's been a long time being with corporate working environments, right? Yeah. There's so much pointless fucking work that people do and meetings and talk and this time wasting, time stretching bullshit that I was like, oh crap, I forgot this life. Like when I worked in a company, I remember everybody was doing this. Wasting their fucking time, just stretching their hour. Yep. I mean, like, everyone's trying to get theirs.
That's what makes it fun sometimes, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know, no matter what, no matter how well you do or how okay you do, you get paid the exact same
right.
result.
But when you're around people that care about their job, it's much more different.
Baloney, dude.
That's the worst part.
Get out of here.
Like, some people, like, especially, we all know, in, like, the brand industry, they care about their job so much, they give you the most superfluous notes. That does nothing. It does nothing for the brand campaign or anything.
That's true.
But they have to stamp their personal fucking little...
They got to show they worked that day.
That's it. And they put their little... I put my little stamp on it, you know? Now, I made sure that you have to go back and edit your thing again.
Can we tweak that? Can we add this?
Exactly.
Just so people can see that I was part of this?
Yep. And now you have to transcode it again. You got to upload it again, export it again. Good luck.
Sucks, yeah.
Oh, the worst. Fuck you guys.
Super whack.
Fuck you guys.